So, hi, welcome to a video. I don't have this scripted in any way, shape, or form. I didn't even comb my hair. I have not brushed my teeth. It's 1:45 on June 10th, 2021. However, I'm having revelations and I'm having a lot of thoughts that I just want to capture in a video for a moment and to put it somewhere eventually, so that's what I'm planning to do with this video. I have my noise machine going kind of loud. I'm trying to just feel my feelings, assess where I'm at, and just use my metaphors that I'm apparently coming up with, which I'm very rusty on having metaphors, so it's a process and everything. I am in the process of editing the scoliosis video 3, and I actually really like how it came out. I'm really happy with it, and I just have to edit down a couple last things and then export it and make a thumbnail for it and upload it via put it onto YouTube and do the end screen and the description and the tags and the whole thing, and then actually fully upload it and then go on Twitter and share it, all of that jazz. So I am in the process of doing that. At the same time, I filmed a video last night before I did a video about boundaries that was interesting, and I just want to kind of continue that conversation because I was just kind of capturing what I was feeling and thinking in that moment, and a lot of it kind of had to do with, I think, a video that I filmed in the past too, this year in 2021, where I talked about attention seeking and validation seeking, and I don't really remember too much about that video because I didn't really go back to watch it, and I was kind of thinking about the boundaries video, and I was thinking about the Dear Ed recovery community, so I've just been thinking about all these videos and everything, and one of the things I wanted to talk about a little bit, and a little bit has changed since I filmed that video. I've been networking a little bit more. I've been kind of commenting on other people's stuff and being more engaged with YouTube. Still, I feel like there are some things that I said in that video that I am still thinking about. And one of those things is, I think that I am searching, especially online, in the last year. So in 2020 for sure, I have been looking for a version of myself out in the world, and I don't know how much of it is I don't know how much of my experiences at this current moment in time. Maybe I'm just being more emotional because I'm on my period. Maybe it's because of borderline kind of stuff, the traits and the symptoms of that. Maybe it's because of depression. Maybe it's because of OCD. I don't know what it is, but maybe all of those things have to do with the fact that right now I feel and I have been feeling in the last year, that I'm talking to the void. And the void is I'm in a canyon, and I am whispering at times, or I'm talking normally, or I'm screaming, and all I hear back is an echo. And it feels like there's not other people there to witness that. Or if they are, they're not commenting, they're not engaging with it, they're not doing something about it. And I don't know what it is about me that I'm at a point where I want some stranger out there to give a shit about me. And I don't know why I want that. I don't know why. Is that selfish? Is that self-centered? Is that self-focused? I don't know. Why am I making content? Why am I... If it's just going to go into the void and I'm not going to get anything back from it, why am I doing it? And I don't know what the point is. And I'm scared of that. That's scary. What is the point? What is the point of life? What is the point of saying things on the internet if no one is going to say something back? And it's not the fact that my brain works in all or nothing. My brain works in avoidance. My brain works in absolutes. So it's not even always the case that I'm having no one respond. There are like 5 people I can think of off the top of my head that do respond in some manner. Maybe they respond 4 hours later, maybe they respond a couple of days later, maybe they respond in a private message, maybe they respond in other ways, and my brain is like just dismissing that. My brain is just minimizing that. I'm not being as grateful as I should be in terms of that, which is a judgment. Woo, DBT, that's a judgment. It shoulds. I don't know, and I don't know, but I feel like there are times where if I do struggle and I do reach out on like Twitter, for instance, right? There are times I will say the same kind of comment of struggling, and either I get those 5 people who respond to it within 4 hours, maybe 12 hours, maybe 24 hours even, and yet at the same time I see someone else do it and they get a response within like a few minutes, or they get a response within that same length of time, and they get a lot of responses. They get maybe like 2 or 3 people, or they get 20 people, or it blows up and it becomes viral. And like, I don't understand why that happens for them and it doesn't happen for me. And I don't know what it is that I'm doing or not doing that is influencing that type of response. So are my videos too long? I'm trying to cut down on my videos. I'm trying to cut them down to no more than 25 minutes long, like raw footage, so that I can kind of edit it down a little more. Why do I want people to care about me? What is it that I'm not getting in my life that I'm searching for other people? Why do I want to have someone who is like me, who is positive, who is pro-recovery, who is encouraging, who is like empowering, hopefully, who can be inspiring? Why am I searching for that outside of myself? Am I supposed to just be self-reliant? Am I supposed to just be there for myself, give myself that self-love, give myself that self-care? And at the same time, why do I have to do that if there are other people out there who can get other people to do that? And at the same time, if I did receive that, would I just dismiss it? Would I want more? Would it ever be enough? Would it be the case that I become codependent on them? Would it be like the same problematic behavioral thing that I've done before in the past? I don't know. Why do I want someone like me? Why do I want a stranger to be like, hey, you're not okay, and that's okay, and you're not alone? But why do I need that from other people? Why can't I do that for myself? And I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of just having to always do that and having to always, be in recovery and be self-reliant and just be there for me. And I know that's not other people's responsibility. I know it's not dependent on other people to keep me sane and stable and safe and all those things. But I still crave it and I still want it, and I don't know why. I just wish the way that I'm there for other people, like the die-hard kind of thing, I wish someone was like that for me. I wish I had Recovery Raquel as someone outside myself that could reflect back to me what I'm trying to put out. And I have had that before. I have had people, I can think of a couple of instances in the last, 6 years, where that has been the case, where that has helped, where that has made a difference. And I guess that's all I want, really, is that I know inherently, I believe inherently that my story matters, that my life matters, that my voice is important, that vulnerability is a strength, that I have a voice worth sharing, I have a story worth telling, I can do something good and powerful and important with my life and with my voice. I know that to be true. I know that the crisis will pass. I know that these feelings will pass. They are temporary. And I still want someone else to tell me that too. Because I guess I'm just not getting that right now. And for some reason, close friends, close family, it doesn't count. I don't know. There's a bias there, I guess, maybe. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. There's a bias in that. I want some random person to just be like, hey, you're awesome, you're great, you're wonderful. And I use, every time that I've had that experience, every time I've had people compliment me, or I've had people, tell me those things, open up, share with me, that appreciation. And I think that is also so important too. I'm a very appreciative person, I think. I try to say, especially when other people, maybe it's a situation where that's not happening as much, I try to just say, like, hey, I appreciate you. Hey, thank you for doing X, Y, and Z. Thank you for existing. Like, I know, because sometimes we don't know what people are struggling with, and we don't know when saying a simple, nice thing could mean everything, could change the entire story, could change what comes after. And I don't know why I lost one of my trains of thought. I apologize, but I don't know why, like, I'm looking for that in other people, and then I'm dismissing that from closer friends and family. Like, I know there's a handful of times where I have had that experience and how much that impacted me, and, like, I know inherently that those things that I've said, those affirmations, that my story matters, all those things, I know that to be true. And when I have had compliments from people, I really soak it all in. It boosts my ego, it's nice, but I also use it because I know when I struggle, I'm not going to believe in that. I know that when I struggle, I'm not going to be able to think clearly, to be like, oh yeah, hey, people care about me, people want me to exist, like, people want me here, and I'm loved, and I'm worthy, and I'm, I deserve to take up space, and all those things. Like, when I'm struggling, and I don't struggle like that anymore, and maybe that's why, maybe I'm not getting it in that same way that I used to in the past, but I know that when I do struggle, I dismiss all those things. But then, because I have the experience, I have experienced good times, I have experienced happiness, I have experienced the absence of pain, or the presence of pain that's not so overwhelming that it consumes all of me. I have had people, letters, cards, comments, poetry, art, like, things like that. I've had that over the years as physical proof. No, what my brain is telling me is not true. What my brain is saying is not true. I'm not crying, so I mean, that's something. That's an improvement. Because every time I've been thinking about this, in the last 20 minutes, I've been crying a little bit, so somehow it didn't come out with crying. But I guess, essentially, my point is that I feel like when I'm talking to the void, I feel like I am on the phone and I'm calling someone, and I don't know exactly who I'm calling, but I'm calling, and it's either just ringing endlessly, or it's just complete silence, or it's that elevator music type thing. And I have to believe that if not right now, that my presence online, that my presence in reality, my presence on Earth, maybe right now I don't receive that stuff, but maybe in the future I will. Maybe in the future someone will be there to tell me that I'm not alone as well. Maybe someone else will be there to be like, hey, I see you, I hear you, I understand. You're going to get through this. Maybe by me putting out my stuff, maybe that will happen, because I know that if I don't put out anything, if I keep it to myself, if I keep it all together inside, then no, I won't get anyone, because people aren't mind readers. They're not going to be able to know that I need certain things or whatever. And I know that someday, somehow, at some point, my channel may pick up. I don't think I'll ever get to 1 million subscribers. I also don't want that. But one day there may be more. And that's what I have to hold on to. That's why I keep posting. That's why I keep making things. I don't know if I'm making it just for myself. I mean, I think a lot of it has become that, because not getting that reciprocal thing back, for whatever reason, I'm just not quite, or not to the magnitude that I expect, or that I have a standard for, or that I am, just in my head, it's not quite coming out. But I know that someday it might. Someday someone might find my videos, and they might be able to relate to them or not feel as alone in them, or feel that they can be in a supportive place that encourages autonomy and encourages, you know, self-reliance, and encourages also reaching out for support when it's needed. And I just want that. And I don't know if any of that made sense. Honestly, this is, I don't know. I don't know if I'll exactly put this onto the other video that I made, or if I will just separate them as 2 separate videos. But that's just kind of where I'm at the moment. So that's all I'm gonna say. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go back. I also want to say too, I noticed this in the third scoliosis video that I just have been editing, and do you guys like the you know, comment down below, or I don't know if you can, I don't know, maybe I can try to like or dislike, like incentivize a little bit, like get to 20 likes if you like this self-care kind of stuff at the end. But I don't know, or just make a comment like, do you like that I like do like a here's what I'm going to do now, like I kind of ground myself at the end, like I take a few minutes at the end of the video to just be like, okay, here's what is gonna happen, I'm gonna do this and this and that. I don't tend to always do that stuff, by the way. Like I don't really think I actually wind up doing much of it. Like sometimes, a lot of the time, I probably don't wind up reading a book, I probably don't wind up editing a video, I probably don't do that, but it is just something to help ground me and kind of be like, okay, I said all that stuff, I dealt with these emotions, I dealt with these thoughts, now what is it that I'm going to do now? Like, okay, that's been said, it's been done, how do I move on? Put it on the shelf. Ha, that's a nice OCD reference for me. So, what am I going to do now? I'm going to end this video. I'm going to finish editing the scoliosis one, the third one, and then I'm going to work on uploading that, and then I might work... I'm honestly probably going to upload like 2 videos today. It's Thursday, so I'm probably going to upload 2 videos, and then like push forward this like weird attention, like weird thing. I also, at the same time, and I'll say this in the eating disorder recovery video, but I am also someone that I will not compromise my values in order to get views on YouTube. So I go about things in a kind of roundabout way, in a more confidential kind of way, and that's just something that I have to do because I can't justify breaking confidentiality and, you know, spotlighting someone else besides my own recovery, like someone else's recovery. Like, that's not my place. And, you know, you may be seeing me in more communities, more Athena related stuff, and, you know, that's just that. But, you know, if you know, you know, but like, I will never really tell you the real name of things. I don't know how that would work if you figure it out, but I would probably use that phrase. I can neither confirm nor deny that, so just an FYI. I'm also probably going to get in, I think I might have said a little bit of that in boundaries in that video, but ultimately, yeah. So I'm going to go, I'm just going to go edit, and then I'm going to film and edit and film and edit and film and edit and do all of that. And I think I might go outside, honestly. Like, I think it's supposed to be nice out. I think it's like in the 70s right now, to be honest. So I think I might go outside and just kind of like also spend some time offline and just kind of regroup and just take a break for a little bit. And I'm also going to work on like work stuff because I have work coming up this weekend, so I have to kind of prepare for that and just kind of be in the right headspace for that. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's my plan. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this video in some way. If you can relate to anything that I've said, leave a comment down below. You know, if you are, feel free, you are welcome to like or dislike the video. If you did not like or dislike, or liked it or disliked it, you know, that's up to you, that's fine. I think that if you add a comment though, and you could tell me why, that would be a lot more helpful, because I don't know exactly why you disliked it or why you liked it or what exactly, like I don't know the reasoning behind it. So, if you would be so kind as to leave a comment, that would be fantastic. And if you're not comfortable, that is also okay. That is okay. Like, you know, just because I'm venting and I'm sort of, maybe, I don't want to, I mean, you have to be comfortable, and you have to do you, and you have to be comfortable, you have to be safe, and all that jazz. So, like, you're good. Like, I'm probably not going to bite your head off, so if you're worried about that, I won't do that. But, you know, yeah, just, it's okay. Yeah, so yeah, thank you for watching. Yes, thank you for watching, and I'm gonna get dressed for the day pretty soon and actually take care of myself and everything and upload and do all of that. So what is my tagline? As always, stay safe, take care, be well, much love and light to you, and I will see you when I see you. Bye.
I can see a lighthouse through the smoke. Everything is lost, I know. Underneath the roaring of the storm, I can hear the breaking of the dawn.